Once upon a time, there lived two kings who were the best of friends, Leontes of Sicilia and Polixenes of Bohemia. Our story begins with Sicilia, but Polixenes has just spent the last 9 months with Leontes' his fair queen, Hermione.
If you shall chance, Camilla, to visit Bohemia, you shall see great difference betwixt our Bohemia and your Sicilia.
I think this coming summer the King of Sicilia means to pay Bohemia the visitation which he justly owes it.
Indeed, our entertainment will be justified in our loves.
Sicilia cannot show himself overkind to Bohemia. They were trained together in their childhoods, and there betwixt them such an affection which cannot choose but branch now.
I think there is neither malice or matter to alter it.
9 changes of the watery star hath been the shepherd's note since we have left our throne without a burden. We multiply with one, we thank you, many thousands more that go before us.
Stay your thanks a while, and pay them when you part.
Sir, that's tomorrow. We have stayed to tire your royalty.
We are tougher, brother, than you can put us to it.
No longer stay.
1 7-night longer.
Very sooth, tomorrow.
We'll part the time between us then, and in that I'll no gainsaying.
Press me not, beseech you so. There is no tongue that moves, none in all the world so soon as yours could win. Farewell, our brother.
Tongue-tied, our queen, speak you.
I had thought, sir, to have held my peace until you had drawn oath from him not to stay. Tell him you were sure all in Bohemia as well. Say this to him. He's beat from his best war.
Well said, Hermione.
To tell, he longs to see his son were strong. But let him say so then, and let him go. We'll thwack him hence with this sentence. Yet, of your voice, I'll venture to borrow of a week. You'll stay?
No, madam.
Nay, but you will.
I may not, verily.
Verily! You put me off of limber vows. How say you then, my prisoner or my guest? By your dread verily, one of them you shall be.
Your guest, then, madam.
Hey!
Not your jailer then, but your kind hostess. Come, I'll question you of my lord's tricks and yours when you were boys. You were pretty lordlings then.
We were, fair queen, 2 lads that thought there was nothing more but such a day tomorrow as today, and to be boy eternal.
Was not my lord the verier wag of the two?
We were as twinned lambs that did frisk in the sun. What we changed was innocence for innocence.
By this we gather you have tripped sins.
My most sacred lady. Temptations have since been born to us, for in those unfledged days was my wife a girl, and you yourself had not yet crossed the eyes of my young playfellow.
Grace to boot. Of this make no conclusion, lest you say your queen and I are devils.
Is you won yet?
He'll stay, my lord.
And my request you would not. Hermione, my dearest, thou never spokest to better purpose.
Never?
Never but once.
When was it before? I prithee tell me. Cram us with praise and make us as fat as tame things.
But that was when 3 crabbed months had soured themselves. Ere I could not make thee my love. Then didst thou utter, I am yours forever.
I low you now. I've spoke to the furthest west. The one forever earned royal husband. The other, for some while, a friend.
Too hot, too hot. To mingle friendship far as mingling bloods. I have a tremor cordis. My heart dances, but not for joy, not joy. This entertainment may a free face put on, but to be paddling palms and pinching fingers as now they are, and to be making practice sighs as if in a looking glass. Oh, that is entertainment my heart likes not. Mamilius, art thou my boy?
I meant the lord.
That my bacca. What? Hast smudged thy nose? They say it's a copy out of mine. Come, sir, we must be neat, not neat, but cleanly, Captain. Still playing on his palm. How now, my wanton calf? Art thou my calf?
Yes, if we will, my lord.
They say we are almost as like as eggs. Women say so, that will say anything. Come, sir, look on me with your welkin eyes, sweet villain. May it be? Affection, thy intention stabs thy center.
What means Cecilia?
Something seems unsettled.
How, my lord? What cheer? How is it with you, best brother?
You look as if you held a brow of much distraction. Are you moved, my lord?
No, in good earnest. Looking on the lines of my boy's face, methought I did recoil 23 years. Saw myself unbreeched in my green velvet coat. Alike methought I was then to this colonel, this squash, this gentleman. Mine honest friend, will you take eggs for money?
No, fuck.
You will, huh? My happy man be his dole. My brother, are you so fond of your prince as we do seem to be of ours?
If at home, sir, he's all my exercise, my mirth, my matter. He makes a July's day as short as December.
So stands the squire, office with me. We two will walk, and leave you to your graver steps. Hermione, how thou lovest us. Show in our brother's welcome, that what is dear in Sicily be cheap next to thyself and my young rover. He's a parent to my heart.
If you would seek us, we are yours in the garden. Shall we attend you there?
You'll be found, be you beneath the sky, to your own best disposal. I'm angling now. Though you perceive me not how I give line. Go to. See how she holds up the net, the bill to her, and arms her with the boldness of a wife to her allowing husband. Gone already. Inch thick, knee deep, over head and ears a forked one. Go play, boy, play. Thy mother plays, and I play too. But so disgrace depart whose issue will hiss me to my grave. How now, boy?
I'm like you, they say.
Why, that's some comfort. What, Camillo there?
Aye, my lord.
Go play, Mamilius. Thou art an honest man. How came it, Camillo, that this great sir did yet stay longer?
You had much ado to make his anchor hold. When you cast out, it still came home.
Didst note it?
He would not stay at your petitions, made his business more material.
Didst perceive it? They're here with me already, whispering. How came it he did stay?
At the good queen's entreaty.
At the queen's be it. Good should be pertinent. But as it is not. Was this taken by any understanding pate but thine? Say.
I think most understand that Bohemia stays here longer.
Aye, but why?
To satisfy your highness and the entreaties of our most gracious mistress.
Satisfied. The entreaties of your mistress. Satisfied. Let that suffice. I have trusted thee, Camilla, but we have been deceived by thy integrity.
Be it forbidden, my lord.
Say it be, 'tis true. Thou art not honest, or else a fool. Thou sees a game played home, thy rich stake drawn, and take it all for jest.
My lord, be plainer with me. Let me know my trespass.
Have you not seen, Camilla? Or heard? Or thought? My wife is Slipper. If thou wilt confess, then say my wife is a hobby horse. Say it and justify it.
I would not be a stander by to hear my mistress clouded so. Shrew my heart, you never spoke what did become you less than this.
Is whispering nothing? Is leaning cheek to cheek, meeting noses, horsing foot on foot, skulking in corners, is this nothing? If this is nothing, then the world and all that is in it is nothing. The covering sky is nothing. Bohemia is nothing, nor nothing have these nothings, if this be nothing.
Gracious, my lord, be cured of this diseased opinion.
Say it is, be true.
No, no, my lord.
It is. You lie, Camillo, and I hate thee.
Who does infect her?
He who wears her like a medal, hanging about his neck. Bohemia.
Sir, my lord, I cannot believe this crack to be my dread mistress. so sovereignly being honorable, I have loved thee.
Make that thy question and go rot! Does thou think I'm so muddy? So unsettled? To appoint myself in this vexation? Sully the purity and whiteness of my sheets without right moving to it? Would I do this? Could man so blench?
I must believe you, sir. I do. And will fetch out Bohemia for it, provided that when he's removed, you'll take back your queen as yours at first.
Thou dost advise me, even as I my own course have laid down. I'll give no blemish to her honor. None.
Then go, and with friendship keep with Bohemia and your queen. I am his cupbearer. For me, have wholesome beverage, account me not your servant.
This is all. Do it, thou hast one half of my heart. Do it not, thou splittest thine own.
I'll do it, my lord.
Seem friendly as thou hast advised.
Oh, miserable lady, but what case stand I in? For I must be the poisoner of good Polixenes, and my grounds to do it is the obedience to a master, one who in rebellion with himself will have all that are his so too. I must forsake the court. To do so or no is certain to me a breakneck. Oh, happy star reign now. Here comes Bohemia.
This is strange. Methinks my faith here begins to warp. What, not speak? Good day, Camillo.
Hail, most royal sir.
What is the news in the court?
None rare, my lord.
Camillo, the king hath on him such a countenance that leaves me to consider what is breeding.
I dare not know, my lord.
How dare not? Dost thou know and dare not? Be intelligent to me, good Camillo.
Sir, there is a sickness in the court that puts some of us in distemper, and it is caught of you that yet are well.
How caught of me? I beseech you, if you know aught which does behoove my knowledge to be informed, imprison it not in ignorant concealment.
I may not answer.
A sickness caught of me, and yet I well, I must be answered. Dost thou hear, Camillo?
Sir, I will tell you, therefore mark my counsel.
On, good Camillo.
I'm appointed by him to murder you.
By whom?
By the king.
For what?
He thinks, nay, with all confidence he swears as though he'd seen it, that you had touched his queen, forbiddenly.
Oh, then my best blood turn to an infected jelly, and my name be yoked with his that did betray the best. How should this grow?
I know not, sir, but I know 'tis safer to avoid what's grown than to question how 'tis formed. If therefore you dare trust my honesty, away tonight. Your followers I will whisper to the business, and will by twos and threes at several posterns clear them of the city. As for myself, I'll place my services in your fortunes, which are by this discovery lost. Be not uncertain, for by the honor of my parents I have uttered truth.
I do believe thee. I saw his heart in his face. Give me thy hand. Be pilot to me in this, and thy places shall still neighbor mine. My ships are ready, and my people did expect my hence departure 2 days ago. Fear o'ershades me. Good expedition be my friend, and comfort the gracious queen, part of his theme, but nothing of his ill-taken suspicion. Come, Camillo, let us avoid.
Come, sir, away.
Take the boy to you. He so troubles me to pass the door. My gracious lord, shall I be your playfellow?
No, oh
mother on the case. She spreadeth late and goodly full. Good time encounter her. What wisdom stirs amongst you? Come, sir, sit by us and tell us a tale.
Merry or sad shall it be.
As merry as you will.
If sad tales best of winter, I have one of scribes and goblins.
Let's have that one, good sir. Come on and do your best to fright me with your sprites.
They will say, Nay!
Nay, come, sit down, then on.
But when church at I will tell us softly, non-cricket shall not hear it.
Come on then and give it to me in mine ear.
Was he met there? His train, Camilla with them.
Behind the tuft of pines I met them. Never saw men scour so on their way. I eyed them even to their ships.
How blessed am I in my true opinion. Camilla was his help in this, his pander. There is a plot against my life, my crown. That false villain who I employed was pre-employed by him. How came the postern so easily opened?
By his great authority.
I know it too well. Give me the boy. I'm glad you did not nurse him. Though he does bear some signs of me, yet you have too much blood in him.
What is this, sport?
Bear the boy hence. He shall not come about her. Away with him. And let her sport herself with that she is big with, for 'tis Polixenes had made thee swell thus.
But I'd say he had not, and I'll be sworn he would believe my saying.
You, my lord, look on her. And let it be known, she's an adulteress.
You, my lord, do but mistake.
You, my lady, have mistook Polixenes for Leontes, O thou thing. I have said she's an adulteress. I have said with whom. More so, she's a traitor, and Camillo a federary with her, and privy to this, their late escape.
No, by my life privy to none of this. Gentle, my lord, you do but mistake.
No, away with her to prison. He who shall speak for her is a far-off guilt.
There's some ill-planned reigns. I must be patient till the heavens look with an aspect more favorable. Good, my lords, I am not prone to weeping, but I have that honorable grief lodged here, which burns worse than tears drown. Beseech you all, my lords, measure me, and so the king's will be performed.
Shall I be heard?
Who is it that goes with me? Beseech your highness, my women may be with me, for you see my plight requires it. Oh, do not weep, good fools, there is no cause. When you shall know your mistress has deserved prison, then abound in tears as I come out. This action I go on now is for my better grace. Adieu, my lord. I had never wished to see you sorry. Now I trust I shall. My women come. You have leave.
Go. Do our bidding hence.
Beseech your highness, call the queen again.
Be certain what you do, sir, lest your justice proves violence, in which three great ones suffer. Yourself, your queen, your son.
For her, my lord, I dare my life lay down, and will do it, sir. Please you to accept it. The queen is spotless.
If it proves she's otherwise, I'll keep my stables where I lodge my wife.
Hold your peace.
Good, my lord.
It is for you we speak, not for ourselves. You are abused, and by some put her on what I knew the villain.
Cease no more.
If it be so, we need no grave to bury honesty. There's not a grain of it on the whole dungy earth.
What? Lack I credit? Yet for greater confirmation, I have dispatched in post the sacred Delphos, Cleomenes and Dion, whom you know of stuffed sufficiency. Now from the oracle they will bring all. Have I done well?
Well done, my lord.
Though I am satisfied, and need no more than what I know. Yet shall the oracle give rest to the minds of others? Come, lords, we are to speak in public, for this business will raise us all.
To laughter, as I take it, if the good truth were known.
The keeper of the prison, call to him. Let him have knowledge who I am.
worthy lady, and one whom much I honor.
And pray you, conduct me to the queen.
I may not, madam.
Here's a do, to log up honesty and honor from the access of gentle visitors. Is it lawful, pray you, to seek her women, any of them, Emilia?
So please you, madam. I shall bring Amelia forth.
I pray now, call her. Withdraw yourself.
And madam, I must be present at your conference.
Well, be it so. There's such ado to make no stain a stain as passes coloring. Dear gentlewoman, how fares our gracious lady?
As one is so brave, so forlorn may hold together. On her frights and griefs, which never tend to let lady have born greater. She is something before her time delivered.
A boy,
A daughter, and a goodly babe, lusty and like to live. The queen receives much comfort and says, my poor prisoner, I am innocent as you.
I dare be sworn. These dangerous, unsafe loons in the king, beshrew them. He must be called on it, and he shall. The office becomes a woman best. I'll take it upon myself. If I prove honey-mouthed, let my tongue blister. Pray you, Emilia, commend my best obedience to the queen. If she dares trust me with her little babe, I'll show it to the king and undertake to be her advocate to the loudest. He may soften at the sight of the child.
Most worthy madam, I'll presently acquaint the queen of your most noble offer.
Tell her, Emilia, I'll use that tongue I have.
Now be blessed for it. All to the queen. Come you, come something near.
Madam, if it please the queen to send the babe, I know not what I shall incur to pass it, having no warrant.
You need not fear. This child was prisoner of the womb, and is by law and nature freed and enfranchised.
I do believe it.
You need not fear. Upon mine honor, I will stand betwixt you and danger.
Nor night, nor day, no rest. It is but weakness to bear the matter thus, mere weakness. Who's there?
My lord,
How does the boy?
he took good rest tonight. 'Tis hoped his sickness is discharged.
To see his nobleness, conceiving the dishonor of his mother. He straight declined, drooped, downright languished. Leave me solely. Go, see how he fares.
You must not enter.
Nay, rather, good my lords, be second to me. Fear you his tyrannous passion more, at last, than the queen's life?
That's enough. Madam, he hath not slept tonight. Commanded none should come after him.
Not so hot, good sir. I do come with words as medicinal as true to purge him from that humor that presses him from sleep.
What noise there? Oh,
No noise, my lord, but needful conference with your highness.
how? Away with this audacious lady, and taking this I charge thee that she shall not come about me.
I told her so, my lord.
What? Canst not rule her?
In all dishonesty he can. In this, he shall not rule me.
Law you now. You hear?
Good, my liege. I come from your good queen.
Good queen.
Good queen, my lord, good queen. I say good queen, and would by combat make her good, so were I a man.
Force her hence.
Let him that makes but trifles of his eyes first hand me. On mine own accord I'll off. But first, I'll do my errand. Your good queen, for she is good, hath brought you forth a daughter. Here it is. Commends it to your blessing.
Out, hence with her, a most intelligencing bard.
Not so.
Force her out. Take it up, I say. Give it to thy crone.
Forever unvenerable be thy hands if thou takest up the princess.
He dreads his wife.
So I would you did. Then 'twere past all doubt you'd call your children yours.
This brat is none of mine. It is the issue of Polixenes. Hence with it, and together with the dam, commit them to the fire.
'Tis yours, my lord, and might we lay the old proverb to charge. So like you, 'tis the worst. Behold, my lords, although the print be little, the whole matter and copy of the father.
a nest of traitors.
I am none by this good life.
Nor I. Nor any but one that's here, and that's himself.
Thou art worthy to be hanged, that will not stay her tongue.
Hang on the husband, but cannot do that feat. You'll leave yourself hardly one subject.
Out of the chamber with her.
A most unworthy and unnatural lord can do no more.
I'll have thee burnt.
I care not. It is a heretic that makes the fire, not she which burns in it.
On your allegiance, out of the chamber with her.
I pray you do not push me. I'll be gone. Look to your babe, my lord. 'Tis yours. Jove sent her a better guiding spirit. So. Farewell. We are gone.
Thou traitor, hast settest on thy wife. My child, take it up, give it to the fire, for thou hast settest on thy wife.
I did not, sir. This lord, my noble fellow, can clear me in it.
I can't. My royal liege, he's not guilty of her coming hither.
I'm a feather for each wind that blows. You, come you hither. You that have been so tenderly officious with Lady Marjorie there, your midwife. What will you adventure to save this brat's life?
Anything, my lord, to save the innocent. Anything is possible.
Shall be possible. Swear thou wilt perform my bidding.
I will, my lord.
I do injustice charge thee, on thy soul's peril and thy body's torture, that thou commend it strangely to some remote and desert place, quite out of our domains, that there thou lead it, without more mercy or favor to the climate. Take it up.
I swear to do this, though a present death had been more merciful. Come, poor babe. Some powerful spirit instruct the kites and ravens to be thy nurses.
No. I'll not rear another's issue.
Your Highness, posts from those you sent to the oracle are come an hour since. Cleomenes and Dion, being well arrived from Delphos, are both hastening to the court.
So please you, sir, their speed hath been beyond account.
23 days they have been absent. 'Tis good speed. Foretells the great Apollo will have the truth of this appear. Go, my lords. We are to have a just and open trial for my lady. For while she lives, my heart will be a burden to me. Go, think upon my bidding.
The climate's delicate, the air most sweet. The temple much to pass in the common praise of bears.
I shall report how ceremonious, solemn, and unearthly was the offering.
But of all, the ear-deafening voice of the oracle so surprised my sense that I was nothing.
If the event of the journey prove a success for the queen, albeit so.
Great Apollo, turn all to the best.
Go, fresh horses, and gracious be the issue.
This session, to our great grief we pronounce, even pushes against our heart. The party tried the daughter of a king, our wife, and one of us too much beloved. Let us be cleared of being tyrannous, since we so openly proceed in justice, which shall have due course. Produce the prisoner.
It is His Highness's pleasure that the Queen appear in person here in court. Go.
Read the indictment.
Hermione, Queen of the worthy Leontes, King of Sicilia, thou art accused and arraigned of high treason, in committing adultery with Polixenes, King of Bohemia, and conspiring with Camillo to take away the life of our sovereign lord the king, thy royal husband. Thou, Hermione, didst counsel them for the better safety to fly away by night?
Since what I am to say must be but that which contradicts my accusation, it shall scarce boot me to say not guilty. Mine integrity being counted falsehood shall be so received. But if powers divine behold our human actions, innocence shall make false accusation blush and tyranny tremble. You, my lord, best know that my past life has been as continent, as chaste, as true as I am now unhappy. For behold me, fellow to the royal bed, mother to a hopeful prince, standing here to prate and talk for life and honor, for who to please to come and hear. I appeal to your own conscience, sir. Before Polixenes came to your court, how I was in your grace. Since he came, if one jot beyond the bound of honor, or an act or will that way inclining, hardened be the hearts of all that hear me, and my nearest of kin cry fie upon my grave.
I have never heard yet that any of these bolder vices wanted less impudence to gainsay now than what they did first, foremost.
That's a true enough saying, sir, though 'tis not due to me.
Will you not own it?
For Polixenes, with who I am accused, I do confess I loved him as an honor he required, with a love that might become a lady like me, with a love even such as yourself commanded. Now for conspiracy, I know not how it tastes, though it be dished for me to try how. All I know of it is that Camillo was an honest man, and the gods themselves, wanting no more than I, are ignorant.
Thou knew of his departure, as you know what you have undertaken to do in his absence.
Sir, you speak a language I understand not. My life stands in the level of your dreams, which I'll lay down.
Your actions are my dreams. You had a bastard by Polixenes, and I but dreamt it. As you were past all shame, so too all truth. Which to deny concerns more than avails. For as thy brat hath been cast out, no father owning, which is indeed more criminal in thee than in it, so too shalt thou feel our justice, whose easiest passage looketh for nothing less than death.
Sir, spare your threats. The bug which you would fright me with, I seek. To me can life be no commodity. The crown and comfort of my life be your favor. I do give lost, for I do feel it gone, but know not how it went. My second joy, first fruits of my body. From his presence I am barred like one infectious. My third comfort, starved most unluckily, is haled out to murder. Myself on every post proclaimed a strumpet, with the modest hatred the child-bed privilege denied, which belongs to women of all fashion. And lastly, hurried here, to this place, before I have got strength of limit. Now, my liege, tell me, what blessings I have here that I should fear to die? Therefore proceed. But yet hear this, mistake me not. No life, I prize it not a straw, but for mine honor, which I would free, if I shall be condemned upon surmises, all proof sleeping else but what your jealousies awake. Your honors all, I do refer me to the oracle. Let Apollo be my judge.
this your request is altogether just. Therefore bring forth, in Apollo's name, his oracle.
The Emperor of Russia was my father. Oh, that he were alive and here behold his daughter's trial.
You shall swear that you, Cleomenes and Dion, being both at Delphos, have brought the sealed up oracle and not dared to break the holy seal?
All this we swear.
Break up the seals and read.
Herminius chaste, Polixenes blameless, Camillo a true subject, Leontis a jealous tyrant, his innocent babe truly begotten, and the king shall live without an heir, if that which is lost be not found.
Now blessed be the great Apollo.
Bless.
Praised.
Hast thou read truth?
Aye, sir, even that lay here down.
This is mere falsehood. The session shall proceed.
My lord the king. The king.
What is the business?
Oh, sir, I shall be hated to report it. The prince, your son, with mere conceit and fear of the queen's speed is gone.
How gone?
Is dead.
Apollo's anger. The heavens themselves do strike at my injustice. How now then?
This news is mortal to the queen. Look down and see what death is doing.
Take her hence. Her heart has been overcharged. She will recover. Too much to believe my own suspicion. Beseech you, tenderly apply to her some remedies for life. Apollo, pardon my great profaneness against thine oracle. I'll reconcile me to Polixenes. New woo, my queen. Recall the good Camillo, whom I proclaim a man of truth, of mercy. How he glistens through my rust. How his pity make my deeds the blacker.
Woe the while, cut my lace, lest my heart cracking it break too.
What fit is this, good lady?
What study torments tyrant hath for me? What wheels, racks, fires, what old and newer tortures must I receive, whose every word deserves to taste thy most worst? That thou betrayed Polixenes, 'twas nothing. It did but show thee of a fool, inconstant and damnable ungrateful. Nor was it much thou wouldst have poisoned good Camillo's honor, to have him kill a king. Poor trespassers, more monstrous standing by, whereof I reckon the casting forth to crows thy baby daughter, to be, or none, or little, though a devil would have shed water out of fire or done it. Nor is laid to thee the death of thy young prince. This is not, no, laid to thy answer, but the last, O lords. When I have said, cry woe, the queen, the sweetest, dearest creature's dead, and vengeance for it not dropped down yet.
The higher powers forbid.
I say she's dead, and I'll swear it. If word nor oath prevail not, go and see. If you can bring tincture or lustre to her lip, her eye, heat outwardly or breath within, I'll serve you as I would the gods. But O thou tyrant, do not repent these things, for they are heavier than all thy woes can stir. Therefore betake thee to nothing but despair.
Go on. Go on. I've deserved all tongues to talk their bitterest.
Say no more.
I'm sorry for it. All faults I make. When I shall come to know them, I do repent. I'll speak of her no more, nor of your children. I'll not remember you of mine own lord, for he is lost too. Take your patience to you. I'll say nothing.
did speak but well. Most the true. Prithee, bring me the dead bodies of my queen and son. One grave shall be for the both. Upon them shall the cause of death appear, and to our shame perpetual. Once a day I'll to the chapel where their bodies lie, and tears shed there shall be my recreation. Once a day I vow to do it, so long as nature will bear up with this exercise, so long I vow to use it. Come, lead me unto these sorrows.
Thou art perfect, then our ship hath touched upon the deserts of Bohemia.
I, my lord, in fear we have landed in ill time. The skies look grimly. The heavens that we have in hand are angry in front upon us.
Their sacred wills be done. Go get aboard. Look to thy bark. I'll not be long before I call upon thee.
Make your best haste, and go not too far in the land. 'Tis likely to be loud weather. Besides, this place is famous for creatures of prey that feed upon it.
Go thou away. I'll follow instantly.
I am glad at heart to be sober to the business.
Come, poor babe. Good Antigonus, since fate hath made thy person the thrower out of my poor babe, the place is remote enough for in Bohemia, there weep and leave it crying. For the babe is counted lost forever. Heritage, did they call it? Blossom, speed thee well. There lie and there these. The storm begins. Weep I cannot, but my heart bleeds. And most accursed am I to be by oath enjoined to this. Farewell. The day shines more and more. A savage clamor. Well, may I get aboard? This is the chase, I go.
I would there were no age between 16 and 3 and 20. Hark you now, would any of these boiled brains of 19 or 2 and 20 hunt this weather? They are scared away too my best sheep, which I fear the wolf will find sooner than the master. Lucky be thy will, what have we here? What's yours? Babe. A very pretty babe. A boy or a child, I wonder. A pretty one, a very pretty one, sure. This has been some stair work. Some behind door work. They were warned when they got this, and the poor thing is here. I'll take it up for pity. You don't tarry till my son comes. You'll loop it even now. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? What? What's up here? What ailest thou, man?
I've seen two such sights, by sea and by land.
Why, boy, how is it?
Oh, the most piteous cry of the poor souls. Sometimes to see him, and not to see him. Now the ship, boring the moon with its main mast, and anon swallowed with yeast and froth. And for the land service, see how the bear ripped out his shoulder bone. But to make an end of the ship, to see how the sea flat dragged it. But first, how the poor souls roared, and the sea mocked them. And how the poor gentleman roared, and the bear mocked him. Rah! Both roaring louder than the sea or the weather.
Name of mercy, when was this boy?
Now I've not winked since I've seen these sights. Men are not yet cold underwater, and the bear not half dined on the gentleman. He's at it now.
Would I had been by to help the old man.
You would if you'd been by the shipside elf. There your charity would have lacked footing.
Heavy matters. But look thee here, boy. Here's a sight for thee. Look thee. A bearing cloth for Squire. Take up, boy. Oh. What's within?
You're a made old man. If the sins of your youth are forgiven you, you're well to live. It's gold. All gold.
Ah, this is fairy gold, and it will prove so. Up with it, boy. Keep it close. We are lucky, boy. And to be so still requires nothing but secrecy. Come, let my sheep go. The next way home.
Go the next way with your findings. I'll go see if the bear be gone from the gentleman. They're only cursed when they're hungry. If there's any of them left, I'll bury him.
That's a good deed. If thou mayest discern by that which is left of him what he is, fetch me the sight of him.
And help put him in the ground?
'Tis a lucky day, boy, and we'll do good deeds on it.
Allow it. They turn my glass, and give my scene such growing as you have slept between. Leontes leaving, the effect of his fond jealousy so grieving that he shut himself up. Imagine me, gentle spectators, as I take you to fair Bohemia, and remember well, to mention the son of a king, which floor itself, I now name to you a speed so paced, to speak of Pertita, now grown in grace, a shepherd's daughter. And what to her hears is the argument of time. If ever you have spent time worse ere now, time herself thus say, she wishes earnestly, you never may.
I pray thee, good Camillo, be no more importunate.
It has been 16 years since I last saw my country. Though I have for the most part been erred abroad, I desire to lay my bones there. Besides, the penitent king my master hath sent for me, to whose sorrows I might be some allay.
As thou lovest me, Camillo, wipe not out the rest of thy services by leaving me now. Of that fatal country Sicilia, prithee speak no more, whose very naming punishes me with the remembrance of that king, my brother, whose loss of his most precious queen and children are even now to be fresh lamented. Say to me, when sawest thou the Prince Florizel, my son?
Sir, I have not seen the prince for 3 days. What his happier affairs may be are to me unknown. He is of late much retired from the court.
I have considered so much, Camillo, and I have this intelligence, that he is seldom from the home of a most homely shepherd. Man, they say that for very nothing is grown into an unspeakable estate.
I have heard, sir, of such a man, and I hear he hath a daughter of most rare note.
That's likewise part of my intelligence. But I do fear the angle that plucks our son thither. Thou shalt accompany us to the place, where we will, not appearing as we are, have some question with this shepherd, and find out what's going on. Prithee, be my present partner in this, and lay aside the thoughts of Cecilia.
I willingly obey your command.
My best Camillo, come, we must disguise ourselves.
With daffodils begin to appear with hay, the doxy over the dale, and then comes in the sweet for the red blood rains in the winter's dale. White sheep bleating on the hedge, with hay the sweet birds, oh how they sing. Dost set my pug in tooth on edge, for a quart of ale is a dish for a king. My father named me Atalius. Being as I am, littered under Mercury, was likewise a snapper up of unconsidered trifles. Through dye and drab I purchased this comparison, and my revenue a silly cheat. A prize, a prize.
Let me see. Every 11 sheep makes 1 bale. Every bale yields pound and odd shilling. 1,500 shorn. What comes the wool to?
If the spring holds, the cock's mine.
Let me see. What am I to get for the sheep shearing feast? 3 pounds of sugar, 5 pounds of currants, rice. What will the sister of mine do with rice? My father hath made her the mistress of the feast, and she lays it on.
Oh, ever that I was born!
In the name of me!
Help me! Help me! I'll pluck off these rags, then death! Death!
Alack, poor soul, thou hast need of more rags to lay on thee rather than have these off.
Oh, sir, the lonesomeness of men offends me, more than the stripes I have received, which are mighty ones in millions.
Alas, poor man.
I am robbed and beaten, my money and apparel taken from me, and these detestable things put upon me.
What? By a horseman or by a footman?
A footman, sweet sir.
Indeed, he should be a footman by the garments he has left with thee. Lend me thy hand, I help thee.
Oh, good sir, tenderly,
Oh, alas, poor soul.
Softly, good sir, softly. I fear my shoulder blade is out.
How, now can't stand?
Oh, softly, good sir, softly. You've done me a charitable office.
Ah, dost lack any money? I have a little money for thee.
No, good sir, no. I pray thee offer me no money. It kills my heart.
What was the manner of the fellow that robbed you, sir?
I knew him once to be a servant of the prince. Some call him Autolycus.
Oh, well, out upon him. He on waits, fairs, and bear baiting.
Very true, sir. He. That's the rogue that put me in this apparel. I can stand and walk. I shall take my leave of you and pay softly towards my kinsman.
Well, shall I bring thee on the way?
No, good face, sir.
Very well. I must go buy spices for the sheep shearing.
Prosper you, sweet sir. I will be with you at your sheep shearing too. If it make not this cheat, bring out another in the shearer's proof sheet. Let me be enrolled and my name put in the book of virtue. Gone John on the footpathway and merrily in my way. A merry heart goes all the day. Your sad tires a mile away.
These your unusual weeds, to each part of you to give a life. No shepherdess, but Flora, peering in April's front. This your sheep shearing is a meeting of the petty gods, and you the queen on it.
Sir, my gracious lord, your high self, the gracious mark of the land you have obscured with a swain's wearing. And me, poor lowly maid, most goddess-like pranked up, I should blush to see you so attired.
I bless the time when my good falcon made her fly across thy father's ground.
Even now, I tremble to think that your father, by some accident, should pass this way as you did. How would he look to see his work so noble vilely bound up?
Apprehend nothing but jollity.
Oh, but sir, your resolution cannot hold, when it is opposed, as it must be, by the power of the king.
Now, dearest parents, with these forced thoughts I prithee, darken not the mirth of the feast. Your guests are coming, lift up thy countenance.
Oh, Lady Fortune, stand you auspicious.
See your guests approach. Address yourself to entertain them sprightly, and let's be red with mirth.
Fie, daughter, you regard as if you were a beast and one and not the hostess of the meeting. Pray, bid these unknown friends his welcome and present yourself that which you are, mistress of the feast. Come on and bid us welcome to your sheep shearing.
Welcome, sir. It is my father's will I should take the hostesship of the day. You're welcome, sir. Give me those flowers there, Dorcas. For you, reverend sirs, there's rosemary and rue. These keep seeming and savor all the winter long.
Shepherdess, a fair one art thou. Well you fit our ages with these flowers of winter.
Were I of your flock, I would give up grazing, and only live by gazing.
And at last, you'd be so lean that blast of January would blow you through and through. Now, these I lack to make you garlands of. And my sweet friend has strewn him o'er and o'er.
What, like a corpse?
No, like a love, like a bank for love to lie and play on. Come, take your flowers.
When you speak, sweet, I'd have you do it. But come on, our dance, I pray. A hymn, I pray. So the turtles pair, were never meant to part.
I'll swear for him.
This is the prettiest low-born lass that ever ran on the green sward. Nothing she does or seems but speaks of something higher than herself, too noble for this place.
He tells her something that makes her blood look out. Good sooth, she is the queen of curds and cream.
Come on, strike up.
Mopsa must be your mistress. Merry garland to mend her kissing with.
Now a good time.
Not a word more. We stand on our manners. Come on, strike up.
Pray you, shepherd, what fair swain is this that dances with your daughter? They call him Doricles, and he boasts himself in a worthy feeding. He says he loves my daughter. I think so too.
She dances featly.
So she does anything if young Doricles do light upon her. She shall bring him that which he not dreams of.
Oh, master, if you did but hear the peddler at the door, you'd never dance again after a tea or any pipe. He sings several tunes faster than you can tell many.
Does he have any unbraided wares?
He has ribbons of all the colors in the rainbow.
Well, prithee, bring him in and let him approach singing.
Roses sweet as damask roses, masks for faces and for noses, bugle bracelet, necklace, and perfume for a lady's chamber. Pins and poking sticks of steel, what maids lack from head to heel. Come buy of me, buy lads or usher lasses cry, come buy.
If I were not in love with Mopsa, thou shouldst take no money of me. But being as enthralled as I am, it should be those certain bondage of ribbons and gloves.
I was promised them for the feast, but they come not too late now.
He hath promised you more than that, or there be liars.
He hadn't paid all he promised you, maybe. He has paid you more.
Whoa, is there no manners left among maids? Clamor your tongues, not a word more.
I've done. Come, you promised to buy me a tawdry lace and a pair of sweet gloves.
Have I not told thee how I was cozened along the way and lost all my money?
Indeed, sir, there are cozeners abroad. Therefore, it behooves men to beware.
Well, fear not, man. Thou shalt lose nothing here.
I shall hope so, sir, for I have many parcels of charge.
Oh, what I see here? Ballads?
Oh, pray not buy some. I love a ballad.
Ballads.
This is a merry one, a very pretty ballad.
Let's have some merry ones.
It goes to the tune of two maids wooing a man.
We can both sing it. If thou bear a part, thou should hear. 'Tis in 3 parts.
We had the tune off a month ago.
I can bear my part. For I must go where it fits not you to know.
Whither, oh whither, it becomes I overwhelmed, thou to me thy secrets tell. Me too, let me go thither, or thou go to Wardrow Mill, if to either
bothering the gentlemen are in sad talk, we won't bother them. Come, bring the pack after me. Wenches, I'll pay for you both.
Follow me, girls, and you shall pay. Will you buy any cake? Any legs for your cake? My dainty dog, my hero.
Is it not too far gone? 'Tis time to part them. He's simple and tells much.
How now, fair shepherd? Your heart is full of something that does take your mind from feasting. Sooth, when I was young and handed love as you do, I would have ransacked the peddler's silken treasury and poured it to her acceptance.
Old sir, I know she prizes no such treasures, for the things she looks for me are packed and locked up in my heart, which I've given already, but not yet delivered.
What follows this? Let me hear what you profess.
Do and be witness to it.
And this my neighbor too?
And he, and more than he, and the earth, the heavens, and all. That were I crowned most imperial monarch, would not prize them without her love.
Fairly offered.
This shows a sound affection.
But, my daughter, say you like him.
I cannot speak so well. Nothing so well. No, nor me better.
Take hands, a bargain, and friends unknown, you shall bear witness to it. I give my daughter to him, and will make her portion equal his.
That must be in the virtue of your daughter. But come now, contract this for these witnesses.
Come, your hand, and daughter, yours. Stop! Swing! A while, beseech you. Have you a father?
I have, but what of him?
Knows he of this?
He neither does nor shall.
Methinks a father is at the nuptial of his son, a guest that best becomes the table. Pray you once more, is he grown incapable of reasonable affairs? Is he stupid with age and altering rooms? Can he speak? Hear?
No, good sir, he has his help, and ampler strength indeed the most out of his age.
Well, by my gray beard, if this be so, you do him a wrong, something unfilial.
All this I yield, yet for some other reason, my grave sir, which 'tis best fit you do not know, I not acquaint him of this business.
Let him know it.
He shall not.
Prithee, let him.
No, he must not.
Come, good boy, let him. He need not grieve at knowing of thy choice.
Come, come, he must not. Mark our contract.
Mark your divorce, young sir. Whom son I dare not call. Thou art too base to be acknowledged. Thou a scepter's heir. That thus affectest a sheep hook. Thou old traitor, I am sorry that by hanging thee I could but shorten thy life 1 week. And thou, fresh piece of excellent witchcraft, who of force must know the royal fool thou copest with.
Oh, my heart!
I'll have thy beauty scratched with briars, and made more homely than thy state. For thee, bond boy, if ever I hear thou dost but sigh that thou shalt not see this knack, as never I mean thou shalt, will bar thee from succession, not hold you of our blood, no, not our kin. Follow us to the court. Thou churl, for this time, though full of our displeasure, yet we free thee from the dead blow of it. And you, enchantment, if ever henceforth you these rural latches to his entrance open, or hoop his body more with thy embraces, I shall devise a death as cruel for thee as thou art tender to it.
Even here undone. Will please you, sir, be gone. I told you what would come of this. To your own sake, take care. This stream of mine, being now weak, I'll queen it no inch further, but milk my ears and weep.
How now, father? Speak ere thou diest.
I cannot speak, nor think, nor dare to know that which I know. Oh, sir, you have undone a man of 63 that thought to feel his grave in quiet. and now some hangman was put on my shroud, and lately one of a priest shovels in dust. Oh, cursed wretch! That knew this was the king, and would venture to mingle faith with him. Oh, I'm done, undone. If I might die within this hour, I have lived to die when I desired.
Why look you so upon me? I am but sorry, not of fear. What I was, I am.
Gracious my lord, you know your father's temper. Then till the fury of his highness settle, come not before him.
I not purpose it.
How often have I told you 'twould be thus?
It cannot fail but by the violation of my faith. Lift up thy looks. From my succession wipe me, father. I am heir to my affection.
Oh, be advised.
I am, and by my fancy.
This is desperate, sir.
So call it, but it does fulfill my vow. Camillo, not for Bohemia would I break my oath. It's my fair beloved. I am put to sea, with her whom here I cannot hold on shore. And most opportune to our need, I have a rest vessel which rides by fast, though not prepared for this design.
Gracious my lord, I would your spirit easier for advice.
Hark, prepare to. Here's the by and by.
He's irremovable, resolved for flight. Now were I happy if his going I could frame, save him from danger, do him love and honor, and purchase the sight of that dear Cecilia, and that unhappy king my master to whom I thirst to see.
Come, good Camillo.
Sir, I think you have heard of my poor services and the love that I have borne your father.
Very nobly have you deserved.
Well, as I love the king, and through him your gracious self, embrace but my direction. I'll point you where you shall have such receiving as shall become your highness, where you may enjoy your mistress, marry her, and with my best endeavors in your absence, your discontenting father strive to qualify and bring him up to life.
How, Camillo, may this almost a miracle be done?
Have you thought of a place where to go?
Not any yet.
Then listen to me. Make for Sicilia. There present yourself and your fair princess before Leontes. She shall be habited as it becomes the partner of your bed. Methinks I see Leontes opening his free arms open and weeping his welcomes forth. Ask thee the son forgiveness as 'twere in the father's person.
Worthy Camillo, what color shall I hold up for my visitation before him?
Sent by the king your father to greet him and give him comforts. Sir, I'll write down what you must say, that you have your father's bosom there and speak his very heart.
I'm bound to you, Camillo, preserver of my father, now of me. How shall we do? We are not furnished like Bohemia's son, nor shall we appear in Sicilia.
Sir, fear none of this. I think you do know my fortunes do all lie there. It shall be so my care to have you royally appointed.
Ha ha! What a fool honesty is. I have sold all my trumpery. They thronged who should buy first, by which means I saw whose purse was in best picture. And what I saw, to my good use, I remembered. And had not the old man came in with the hubbub against his daughter, the king's son, I would not allow a purse alive in the whole army.
Nay, but by these letters, by this means being there, so soon as you arrive shall clear that doubt. Who have we here? We'll make an instrument of this. How now, fellow? Why shakest thou so?
I'm a poor fellow, sir.
Fear not, there's no harm intended to thee. Yet we must make an exchange. Change garments with this fellow. Though the pennyworth on his side be the worst, yet hold thee. Here's some boot.
I'm a poor fellow, sir. I know you well enough.
Nay, prithee, dispatch. The gentleman's half played already.
Are you in earnest, sir? I smelt the trick on.
Dispatch, I prithee.
Indeed, I have been in earnest, but I cannot with conscience take it.
Unbuckle, unbuckle. Mistress, you must take your sweetheart's hat and muffle your face so that we may undiscovered get to shipboard.
I see the plague so lies that I must bear a part.
No remedy. Have you done there?
Should I now meet my father, he would not call me son.
Come, lady, come. Farewell, my friend.
Adieu, sir.
Oh, my parents, what have we twain forgot? Pray you a word.
What I do next shall be to tell the king of this escape, and whither they are bound. Wherein my hope is I shall force him after, in whose company I shall review Cecilia, whose sight I have a woman's longing for.
Fortune speed us, Camillo, to the seaside.
The swifter speed the better, sir.
I understand the business. The prince himself is about a piece of iniquity stealing away from his father with his clog at his heels. Aside, here's more matter for a hot brain.
There be no other way but to tell the king she's a changeling and none of your flesh and blood. She being none of your flesh and blood, none of your flesh and blood's offended the king. Therefore, you should be punished by him. Go tell the king these secret things and all that is with her.
I will tell the king all. Yea, and the son's pranks, too, who I may say is no honest man to go about to make me the king's brother-in-law.
Very wisely, puppies.
Well, let us to the king.
Pray hardly he be at the palace.
Though I'm not naturally honest, I am so sometimes by chance. How now, rustics? Whither are you bound?
To the palace. Did it like your worship?
Your affairs there. What? With whom? The condition of that bundle. Anything that is fitting to be known, discovered.
We are but plain fellows, sir.
A lie. You are rough and hairy. Thou shalt have no more lie, and becomes none but tradesman.
Are you a courtier? And like you, sir.
Seest thou not the air of the court in these enfoldings? Therefore I command thee to open thy affair.
My business, sir, is to the king.
What advocate hast thou to him?
I know not.
Advocate is the court word for a pheasant, so you have none.
None, sir. I have no pheasant, cock nor hen.
How blessed are we that are not simple men.
This can't be but a great courtier.
The bundle then. What's in the box?
Sir, none must know but the king.
The king is not at the palace. He has gone aboard a new ship to purge melancholy and air himself. For thou must know the king is full of grief.
So 'tis said, sir, about his son that should have married a shepherd's daughter.
And if the shepherd not be in hand fast, let him fly. For the tortures he shall feel shall break the back of men.
Think you so, sir?
Not only he shall suffer, but those that are germane to him shall also come under the hangman.
You, does the old man bear a son, sir? Do you hear?
He has. He shall be flayed alive, anointed with honey, and set on the head of a wasp nest. But when we talk of such trailing rascals, tell me what you have for the king. I will take you where he is aboard and whisper him in your behalf.
He seems to be of great authority. Close with him. Give him the gold. And remember, hanged and flayed alive.
And it please you, sir, to undertake the business for us, here is the gold that I have. I'll make you this much more and leave this young man in pawn till I bring it you.
After I've done what I promised?
Aye, sir.
Well, give me the moiety. Walk before towards the seaside. Go on your right hand. I will but look upon the hedge and follow you.
We are blessing this man. May I say even blessed?
Let's before as he bids us. He was provided to do us good.
If I had a mind to be honest, I say fortune would not suffer me. She drops booties in my mouth. I am now faced with a double occasion. Gold and a means to do the prince my master well. To him I will present them. There may be matter in it.
Sir, you've done enough. You performed a saint-like sorrow. Do as the heavens have done. Forget your evil, and with them forgive yourself.
Whilst I remember her and her virtues, I cannot forget my blemishes in them. And so still think of the wrong I did myself, which was so much, that heirless it hath made my kingdom, and destroyed the sweetest companion that ever man bred his hopes out of.
True, too true, my lord. If, one by one, you wedded all the world, or from the all that are, took something good to make the perfect woman, she you killed would be unparalleled.
I think so. Killed. She, I killed. I did so, but thou strikest me sorely to say I did. Good now. Say so, but seldom.
Not at all. Good lady.
You are one of those would have him wed again?
If you would not so, you pity not the state. What holier than for royalty's repair than to bless the bed of majesty with a sweet fellow to it?
There is none worthy respecting she that's gone. Besides, the gods will have fulfilled their secret purposes. Has not the divine Apollo said, is it not the tenor of his oracle, that King Leontes shall live without an heir until his lost child be found?
O Paulina, who hast the memory of Hermione, I know in honor, oh, that ever I squared myself to thy counsel. I might have then and even now look upon my queen's full eyes, taken treasure from her lips.
And left them more rich for what they yielded.
Thou speakest truth.
For
were I the ghost that walked, I bid you mark her eye and tell me, for what dull part in it you chose her. And then I'd shriek, that even your ears should rift to hear me, and the words that followed should be, remember mine.
Stars. Stars and all eyes else dead coals. Fear no wife, blind. I'll have no wife.
Will you swear never to marry, but by my free leave?
Never. So be blessed, my spirit.
Then, good my lords, bear witness to his oath,
You tempt him overmuch.
unless another, as like Hermione as is her picture, affront his eye,
Good madam.
I have done. But if my lord will marry, if you will, sir, give me the office to choose you a queen.
My true blind. We will not marry till thou biddest us.
And that shall be when your first queen is again in breath. Never till then.
One that gives out himself, Prince Garcelle, son of Polixenes, and his princess, desires access to your high presence.
What with him? His approach, so out of circumstance and sudden, foretells 'tis a visitation not framed, but forced by need and accident. What train with him?
But few and those but me.
His princess safe, with him.
I, the most peerless piece of earth, I think, that ere the sun shone bright on.
Oh, Hermione, give way to what's seen now.
Pardon, madam, one that I almost forgot, beg your pardon. The other, when she has obtained your eye, will have your tongue too.
Go, Cleomenes, bring them to our embracement. Still, 'tis strange he should thus steal upon us.
Had our Prince Mamilius seen this hour, he had paired well with this lord, for there was not full a month between their births.
Prithee, no more. Cease. Thou knowest he dies to me again when talked of. They are come. Your mother was most true to wedlock, Prince. Your father's image is so hid from you that I may call you brother as I once did him. Most dearly welcome. And your fair princess, goddess. Oh, alas. I lost the couple betwixt heaven and earth. That might have stood begetting wonder, as you, gracious couple, do.
By his command have I here touched Cecilia, and from him give you all greetings that a friend, king, can send his birth.
Oh, my brother, good gentleman, welcome hither. And have ye exposed this paragon to dreadful Neptune?
Good, my lord. She came from Libya. A prosperous south wind friendly we have crossed, to execute the charge my father gave me for visiting your highness.
Blessed gods purge all infection from our air whilst you do climb in here. You have a holy father, a graceful gentleman, against whose person I have done sin.
Most noble sir, that which I shall report will bear no credit, were not the proof so nigh. Please you, great sir, Bohemia greets you from himself, by me, desires you to attach his son, who has fled from his father, and with a shepherd's daughter.
Where's Bohemia? Speak.
Here in your city, I now came from him. To the court whilst he is hastening to chase this fair young couple, meets he on the way the father of this seeming lady, and her brother, having both their country quitted with this young prince.
Camillo has betrayed me.
Lay it so to his charge. He's with the king, your father.
Who, Camillo?
Camillo, sir, I spake with him, who has these poor men in question.
Oh, my poor father! The heavens will not have our contract celebrated.
You are married.
We are not, or we like to be.
My lord, is this the daughter of the king?
She is. Once she is my wife.
That once I see, by your father's good speed, will come on very slow.
Beseech you, sir, step forth mine advocate. At your request, my father will grant precious things as trifles.
What do you do, son? I beg your precious mistress, which he counts but a trifle.
Sir, my liege, not full a month for your queen died, she was more worth such gazes as what you look on now.
looks I made. But your petition is yet unanswered. I will to your father, upon whose errand I now go for. Come, good my lord.
Beseech you, sir. Were you present at this relation?
I was by at the opening of the box. Heard the old shepherd deliver the manner of how he found it. Whereupon we were all commanded out of the chamber. Only methought I heard the shepherd say he found the child.
I would most gladly know the issue of it.
I make a broken delivery of the business. But the changes I perceived in the king and Camilla were very notes of admiration. Here comes a gentleman who happily knows more. The news for sure.
Nothing but bonfires. The oracle is fulfilled. The king's daughter is found. Such a deal of wonder is broken out within this hour that ballad makers cannot be able to express it. Here comes Lady Poina Stewardess. She can deliver you more. Has the king found his heir?
Most true. The Queen Hermione, the jewel about the neck of it, the majesty of the creature, and resemblance of her mother, and many other epics, proclaim her, with all certainty, to be the king's daughter. Did you see the meeting of the two kings?
No.
Then have you lost the sight which was to be seen? Our king, being ready to leap out of himself of joy of his found daughter, cries, "Oh, thy mother, thy mother." Then asks Bohemia forgiveness, then embraces his son-in-law, and then he thanks the old shepherd.
Are they returned to the court?
No, the princess tearing up her mother's statue, which is in the keeping of Paulina, and many years in doing, that they say, one would speak to her and wait of hope of thy answer. Thither are they gone?
Shall we thither, and with our company, peace and rejoicing?
Let's along.
Had I not a dash of former life in me, would preferment drop on my head. Here come those I have done good to against my will, and already appearing in the blossom of fortune.
Come, boy. Thy sons and daughters will all be gentlemen born.
Oh, you are well met. Am I not now gentleman born?
I know you are, sir.
Aye, and have been so any time these past 4 hours.
And as have I, boy.
I humbly beseech you, sir, to pardon me for all the faults I have committed against you, and to give the prince my master a good word.
Prithee, son, do. For we must be gentle. Now, good gentlemen.
Wilt thou amend thy life?
I like your good worship.
Lend me thy hand. I will swear to the prince thou art as honest a fellow as any in Bohemia.
You may say it, but not swear it.
I will prove so, sir, to your power.
Aye, by any means. Hark the kings and princes. My kindred are going to see the queen's picture. Come thee way after us. We'll be thy good master.
Brave and good Paulina, the great comfort that I've had in thee.
All of my services you have paid home.
Oh, Paulina, we honor you with trouble. But we came to see the statue of our queen. Their gallery we have passed through, but we saw not that which my daughter came to look upon, the statue of her mother.
As she lived peerless, so her dead likeness excels whatever yet you looked upon. But here it is. Prepare to see the light, as lively mocked as ever, still sleep mocked death. Behold, and safe as well. I like your silence. It the more shows off your wonder. But yet speak. First you, my liege. Comes it not something near?
A natural posture. chide me, dear stone, that I might say indeed thou art Hermione. But yet, Plan, Hermione was not so much wrinkled. Nothing has aged as this seems.
Oh, not by much.
So much the more our carver's excellence, which let go by some 16 years, and made her as she lived now.
Now she might have done. For thus she stood with so much life of majesty. Warm life as now she coldly stands when first I wooed. I am ashamed. For does the stone not rebuke me for being more stone than it? O royal peace, there is magic in thy majesty, which has conjured my evil to remembrance. From thy admiring daughter took the spirits, standing like stone earth.
And give me leave, and do not say 'tis superstition, that I kneel, and then implore her blessing. Lady, dear queen, that ended when I but began, give me that hand of yours to kiss.
Oh, patience, the color is but newly fixed. Statue is not dry.
Gracious my lord, your sorrow was too sore laid on, which 16 winters cannot blow away.
Dear my brother, let him that was the cause of all this have enough power to take off so much grief from you as he will piece up in himself.
Indeed, my lord, if I had thought my poor image would thus have wrought you, I'd not have showed it.
Do not draw the curtain.
You shall gaze on it no more, lest your fancy may think that it moves.
Let be, let be. Would I were dead. But that methinks already. What was he that did make it? See, my lord, would you not deem it breathing? That those veins did verily bear blood?
Masterly done. The very life seems warm upon her lip.
Her eyes have motion in it, as we are mocked with art.
I'll draw the curtain. My lord is almost so far transported, he'll think anon it lives.
Oh, sweet Paulina, make me to think so these 20 years together.
I'm sorry I have thus far stirred you, but I could afflict you farther.
Do, Paulina, for this affliction has a taste as sweet as any cordial comfort. Let no man mock me, for I will kiss her.
Good, my lord. The readiness upon her lip is wet. You'll mar it if you kiss it. Shall I draw the curtain?
No, not these 20 years together.
So long I could stand by, a looker on.
Either forbear quite presently the chapel, or resolve yourself for more amazement. If you can behold it, I'll make the statue move indeed, descend, and take you by the hand. But then you'll think, which I protest against, that I am assisted by wicked powers.
What you can make her do, I am content to look on.
It does require you to awake your faith. Then all stand still. Those that think it is unlawful business I am about, let them depart.
Proceed. No foot shall stir.
Music. Awake her. Strike. 'Tis time. Descend. Be stone no more. Approach. Strike all that look upon with marvel. Come. I'll fill up your grave. Stir nay. Come away. Betwixt to death your numbness, for from him dear life redeems you. You perceive. She stirs. Start not. Her actions are as holy as you hear my spell is lawful. Do not shun her until she dies again, for then you kill her double. Nay, present your hand. When she was young, you wooed her. Now in age, is she become the suitor?
Oh, she is warm. This be magic, let it be an art as lawful as eating.
She embraces him.
She hangs about his neck. If she pretend the life, let her speak too.
Aye, and make it manifest where she has lived, or how stolen from the dead.
That she is living, were it but told you, should be hooted at like an old tale. But it appears she while. Please you to interpose, fair madam. Kneel and pray your mother's blessing. Good lady, turn. Our perdita is found.
You gods look down and from your sacred vials pour your graces upon my daughter's head. Where hast thou lived, mine own? Tell me, where preserved? How found thy father's court? For thou shalt hear that I, knowing by Paulina that the oracle gave hope thou wast in me, have preserved myself to see the issue.
There's time enough for that. Go together, you precious winters all. Your exaltation partake to every one. I, an old turtle, will wing me to some withered bough, and there my mate, who's never to be found again, lament till I am lost.
Peace, Paulina. Thou shouldest a husband take by my consent, I by thine a wife. This is a match, made between us by vows. Thou hast found mine, but how is to be questioned? For I saw her as I thought dead, and have in vain said many a prayer upon her grave. I'll not look far to find thee a husband. Come, Camilla. Take her by the hand, whose worth and honesty is justly noted by us, a pair of kings. Let us from hence. What? Look on my brother. Both your pardons that ever I put my ill suspicion between your holy looks. This is your son-in-law, and son unto the king, and heaven's directing is troth like to our daughter. Good Paulina, lead us from hence, where we may each leisurely demand and answer their part performed in this white yet time. Hastily.